Hollywood taught us one thing. In space, no one can hear you scream. And technically, that's true. Sound needs air, and space is a vacuum. Total silence. An introvert's paradise. But tonight, we're hitting unmute on the entire universe. The sun's roar, Saturn's radio ghosts, and the endless scream of a black hole. Put your headphones on. Let's go. Let's start with something familiar. The sun. It gives us life, warmth, and decent lighting for Instagram. Looks like a cozy fireball, right? But if sound could travel through the vacuum of space, you'd be deaf right now. The surface of the sun is just constant massive explosions and rivers of plasma. Scientists did the math. If there was air between Earth and the sun, the noise hitting us would be around 100 decibels. That's like standing next to a jackhammer, 24 hours a day, non-stop, forever. Luckily, the vacuum saves our ears. But NASA recorded the vibrations of the solar surface and converted them into audio. And spoiler alert, it doesn't sound like a campfire. It sounds like heavy industrial machinery. Deep, rhythmic, pulsing. That is the sound of an object burning 600 million tons of hydrogen every single second. Honestly, it sounds like the sun is letting out a heavy, disappointed sigh while looking at your browser history. Saturn, the jewel of the solar system. It's got rings, it's got moons, it's got style. You'd think this planet would sound like an angelic harp or a chill lo-fi playlist. But when the Cassini probe flew close enough to record the radio waves from its auroras, it sent back a soundtrack straight out of a horror movie. Listen closely and try not to look behind you. This is called Saturnian kilometric radiation. It's basically the solar wind smashing into the planet's magnetic field. Those creepy whistles and howls change as the planet rotates. So, essentially, Saturn is constantly screaming into the void. And nobody knows why it's being so dramatic about it. Now for the heavy artillery, Jupiter. If Saturn is a cursed radio station, Jupiter is aggressive industrial techno. Why does it sound like a broken factory? You can blame its moon, Io. Io is a volcanic hellscape that constantly spews gas into space. This gas gets trapped in Jupiter's magnetic field, gets supercharged with electricity, and turns into a giant electric soup. Io basically acts as a switch inside that soup. It's officially the most toxic relationship in the solar system, a moon that keeps electrocuting its own planet. We usually think only the active stuff makes noise. Stars, gas giants, rocks should be quiet. But in 2014, the Rosetta probe approached Comet 67P. It's just a chunk of ice and dust, a couple of miles wide. But long before the probe saw the comet, it heard it. The comet was singing! It was releasing magnetic oscillations at about 40 millihertz. Scientists sped that up 10,000 times so our human ears could process it. Kinda sounds like an alien dolphin, right? This was the comet's welcome song. As it got closer to the sun and started venting gas, the song broke down into chaos. But the fact that a dead piece of ice is accidentally dropping better tracks than half of SoundCloud? That really makes you think. And finally, the king of horror, the black hole. Black holes are famous for swallowing everything, including light. Logic suggests they should be the quietest things in existence. But in the Perseus cluster, there is a black hole that hums. It sends pressure waves ripping through the hot gas clouds around it, and those waves can be translated into a musical note. It's a B flat, but not one you can play on a piano. It is 57 octaves below middle C. It is the lowest note ever detected in the history of the universe. NASA took that infrasound and pitched it up 57 octaves so we could hear it. It sounds like pure emptiness. It's not just a bass drop, it's the drop that never comes. This black hole has been looping the same depressing track for 2 billion years. It's basically the universe's longest emo phase. It sounds like reality itself is just quietly crying in the dark. The universe is a very noisy neighbor with terrible taste in music. Stars scream, comets click, and black holes moan. We're used to looking up and thinking the night sky is peaceful. But if our ears could hear radio waves, looking up wouldn't calm you down. It would drive you insane. So next time you're stargazing and enjoying the silence, just thank evolution that your ears can't hear what's actually going on up there. Thanks for watching.